It's the top of the 8th inning here in Game 2 of the Top of the World Series. If Anchorage holds on to its 2-1 lead, the Glacier Pilots will be back-to-back-to-back champions. Max Zawistowski, the lefty out of Chaminade of Honolulu, is on the bump, and he's coming up against Nolan Tucker, the left-handed hitter out of Southern Mississippi. Lefty-lefty matchup, infield shifted to the right, the pitch. Fastball misses high and away. Nolan Tucker has at least one hit in all 5 postseason matchups. He recorded 5 hits in that 3-game setup with the Oilers. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. He turns 180 degrees, missing the fastball up high.
So on the positive side for Matsu, the top of the order is guaranteed to come up again. Vest and Vergara will have one more plate appearance today.
They've been some of the best in the league, both all ABL selections. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a sharp shot on the ground in left field. Tucker has his second hit of the day, and Matsu has a tying run aboard in the second to last inning.
Big, great job by Nolan Tucker. This is why he's been hitting at a level of an all-ABL player in the recent week and a half. Doesn't do too much with it, just the other way. Perfect job.
That base hit brings up Braden Rogers. His key work in left field has this game still in a 1-run margin. He threw out the runner going for home in Andrew Nicoluk. That would have made it a 3-1 Glacier Pilots lead. That ended the 7th inning. Lefty-righty matchup. The pitch, he squares the bunt, lays it down on a pop-up third base side and foul.
This has been the move for Tyler Brunn's team. If you get the lead runner on with the bottom of the order up, usually you see a bunt being placed.
By no means unconventional, but it's by no means a bad idea. Unless you pop it up, like Rogers did. He's lucky to get the bat back. Barraza, the third baseman, in 3 steps onto the infield grass. Everyone else midway through the infield dirt. The pitch, he squares the bunt, lays it down third base side. Barraza tries to barehand it, bounces it fair, throws high to first. Lamb catches it. Tucker moves into second. And with 1 away in the top of the 8th, the Miners have the tying run in scoring position.
Now batting your third baseman, representing Caleb.
Good job by Rogers to get it down. Barraza knew it was up, but that's no big deal. You got the runner, the game-tying run at second base right here.
Caleb Hanna scored the Miners' only run today. He held that distinction yesterday as well. He scored last inning after walking. Lefty-righty matchup. Infield shifted to the left. Nicoluk behind second base. Lamb between first and second about a third of the way. The pitch. Changeup misses low and away. Zawistowski faced the Miners twice this season on June 19th and June 29th. He allowed 2 earned runs in that second outing. The 1-0 pitch. Check swing on a fastball high and away, called a strike. In these playoffs, Caleb Hannes is still searching for his first RBI. He had 21 of them during the regular season. That made him second on the team. 1-1 count. The pitch. Swing and a miss behind the fastball high and away. That moves the count to 1-2. The Glacier Pilots lead 2-1. They lead the series 1-0 and can win it today. Matsu has the tying run on second base in Nolan Tucker. Hannes swivels the bat in his hands, comes set with it against his helmet over his right shoulder. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a tailing ground ball to second. Nicoluk fields it and throws on to first. Tucker moves over to third. And with 2 away, Matsu has a tying run on third for the 9-hitter in Emilio Barreras, their regular season leader in RBIs. Barreras bats from the left side. He's 0 for 3 today, and he went 0 for 3 yesterday.
Zawistowski has thrown 7 wild pitches this season. One right here could tie the game.
First pitch. This is high, but not wild, just at the letters for ball 1. Matsu twice this season has had a runner score from second on a wild pitch. Tucker has scored on a pair of wild pitches this season as well. The 1-0. Fastball at the shoelaces. It's a 2-0 count. Waiting on deck is Cooper Vest. He's as hot can be with 3 hits in his last 3 at-bats. Nicoluk back on the outfield grass at second, the left side of the infield in on the dirt. The 2-0 pitch. Fastball low and away, called a strike. This do-or-die game for Matsu started 2 hours and 20 minutes ago. The 2-1 pitch. He slaps at it, flares into shallow center field. Jackson lets it fall, and Tucker scores. Tie game! To the score, Emilio Barreras punches through an RBI, his second of the playoffs. And Matsu, the team that trailed from the get-go, is back to even for the top of the order in Cooper Vest.
Elite job out of Emilio Barreras. End of the bat, just over the shortstop. Beautiful, beautiful job to tie up the game.
Tie game 2-2, 2 away, runner on first. Lefty-lefty matchup. Zalestowski throws over to first, and Barreras is back in before the ball leaves his hand. Emilio knew the move really well, and he was only a step off the base. Vest is 3 for 4 today, all singles. Zalestowski with the glove at his belt. Kicks and fires. Fastball misses high and inside and hits Vest on the elbow. He shakes it off and shuttles the bat to the dugout, hustling down to first. The go-ahead run is in scoring position for Matsu, and Alex Vergara is at the plate, the league leader in home runs, and the best hitter in this playoff series with 5 hits across 7 at-bats. Zalestowski converses with shortstop Will Bermudez, who set the tone early with his 2-run blast. The Pilots have just 2 hits since that homer. Matsu has stranded 10 runners on base today. Now they've got runners on first and second with 2 away in a newly tied game at 2-2. Vergara calls time. Zalestowski steps off the bump. Lefty on the hill, righty at the dish. Infield shifted left and back. The pitch. He launches a fastball low for a ball. Vergara is 2 for 4 today. Both of his hits went to the right field side. He told us, Austin, in one of the Valley Chats episodes, those sit-down interviews, that he's been working on his opposite field power all year. The 1-0 swings and tallies it to the backstop and moves the count to 1-1. Vergara has 2 opposite field home runs this season. His only dinger of the playoffs, and that grand slam when Matsu snuck up and took first place from the Bucks in mid-July. His other 5 home runs were all pulled. Vest on first, Barreras on second. Zalestowski from the stretch, swinging a pop-up over the backstop foul. Vergara has struck out just once in this postseason. That came in the second game against the Oilers. The Peninsula won that game. That was game 2, and it forced a game 3. Matsu trying to do the same, although hoping for a better result in the third contest as they beat the Oilers in that winner-take-all affair 2 days ago. 1-2 count from the stretch. Swing and a flare into left field. Back goes Rodriguez. He waits under it, puts one glove up, and makes the play. Matsu ties it up with 2 hits in the inning. We move on to the bottom of the 8th. The Matsu defense now with their backs pressed up firmly against the chain link walls here at Herman Brothers Field. 2-2 the score. The Glacier Pilots have the heart of the order coming up with the MVP, Blake Jackson, Garrison Berkeley, and Jacob Stinson. We'll be back in just a moment.